This segment is sponsored by Hilltop Wealth Solutions.
Tax planning and retirement can be a challenging phase of life to navigate.
Eric Brenner with Hilltop Wealth Solutions is a certified financial advisor with nearly 30 years of experience, and he's joining us once again to share some valuable insight for tax planning. Take a look. Well, why is it important for people to have a tax plan for their retirement years?
Yeah, I think it's really important to have a tax plan. Taxes are so complicated, and different income streams get taxed differently, Jackie. And more people spend more time planning their vacations than their retirement tax plan. And so we just think that needs to be a piece of the overall plan when it comes to retirement.
Well, what are some things that people can do before they retire to save money on taxes for when they actually retire?
Yeah, so really what they want to do is they want to make sure they're saving in the right places. If their retirement plan has a Roth option, are they saving money there? Are they saving in their own Roth IRAs? Are they saving other places besides just at their place of work, Jackie? It's really important to have that diversification so then when they get to retirement, the taxes won't be quite the burden.
Well, what are some of the common tax traps that people get caught up in when it's time for them to retire?
Well, I think part of it is not having a forward-looking tax plan. A lot of people, right now people are taking their taxes in, getting their taxes done, and hoping it comes out okay. And they really don't have this forward-looking tax plan and an understanding how Social Security, distributions from IRAs, distributions from retirement accounts, other distributions are going to be taxed for their situation.
Well, let's talk about Social Security. Most people depend heavily on Social Security when they do retire. And what should they know about how that income source is taxed?
Yeah, they should know that depending on their income, they will pay taxes on their Social Security. Not all of their Social Security, but most of their Social Security. So that needs to come into play when you look at your overall situation, not only when to take Social Security, but how it is taxed and how much tax are you going to pay.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this. So do people need to know how to use their taxable or tax deferred or tax-free assets, when they're managing their income and tax brackets effectively?
Yeah, they do. They have different buckets, we call it. So different buckets that are taxed differently. And that's what just makes our system so complex, Jackie, is they're taxed differently depending on what bucket they come from. And so people really need to have an understanding of that, not just assume. You don't want to be in the position of passing that by and being at a point where you can't make changes.
Well, you said it's a complex topic and we should know some things, but a lot of us don't. So that's where Hilltop Wealth Solution comes into play. And you always have a great special offer for our viewers.
Yeah, this offer is a great offer. We are part of an elite advisor group with Ed Slott. He's a renowned expert in IRA and tax planning and retirement. And we have a book right now, this right here. So it's the new retirement savings time bomb. How to take financial control, avoid unnecessary taxes, and combat the latest threats to your retirement savings. We're giving this away. All they need to do is call that number. That's 633-1476. We'll get your information, Jackie, and we'll get you a free copy.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us here again on Hometown Living. Go ahead and call that number for that free resource.
Thank you, Jackie.
I love that. 574-633-1476 or hilltopwealthsolutions.com. Reach out to them. They are super, super helpful. Coming up, tips on how to help your students bridge the academic gap.
But first, according to a recent survey, 60% of